let's talk some more about AFC East. The New England Patriots. They gave away that game on Sunday versus the Las Vegas Raiders. It was tied, 24-24. Pretty much all they had to do was nail the ball to go into overtime. They run a draw. They get like 30, 40 yards off of it, which they should have because the Raiders were playing prevent defense, but then they decided to lateral and ultimately got interception. Mac Jones got pushed down like a 2-year-old kid, said, "Get out of my way, boy." And Chandler Jones ended up scoring that touchdown to seal the game for the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders about gave up a 5th double-digit lead this season, but they didn't. They held on somehow, some way. So with that being said, way or no way, Bill Belichick has officially lost his team. Guys, Bill Belichick he's an old head, right? He's an OG. He's been coaching for a very, very long time. So has Andy Reid, some other names in the NFL, but he is a guy that is kind of that old school mentality, right? It was like, hey, it's my way or the highway. It's my way or the highway. Look at my rings, yada yada yada. We're doing it this way. Obviously, I feel that the players went rogue on him on that Sunday night, because if that was a called play, right? Why was only like one player wanting to lateral it back, right? I forget who he passed the ball to first. He's like, "Oh, what the F is this?" Right? Like, and he's like, "Oh, here you go, Mac Jones." I throw it back 20 yards. It was like it was definitely wasn't a called setup play. If it was the worst executed lateral play of all time, all time. But way or no way, Bill Belichick has lost the team, and I'm going to go with way on this. Bill Belichick has lost his team. I don't know if some inner turmoil is happening, or there's news out there that we don't know. Like, hey, this is his last season. This is the last ride. Or people just want him out because they're tired of his old school ways. They're tired of the offense not being innovative enough, right? Look at every other offense in the league. They're throwing the ball around 30, 40, 50 points a game, right? 400 yards passing. Tons and tons of points, running quarterbacks, etc. And the Patriots still just going to hand the ball off. Defense, yada yada yada, and it's boring to watch. And I think players are getting tired because one, the Patriot way, quote air quote, the Patriot way is not winning them games anymore. I mean, yes, they're 7-6-1, right, or whatever they are. They're 6-7 or 6-8, I don't, whatever. They're not winning right now. Yes, they made the playoffs last year, but they're not winning right now. They're out of the playoffs. They're outside looking in. And winning cures all. When we're winning 10-7, 11-6, winning some ball games, having fun, winning cures all. Like, I don't care if you're a hard ass on practice, making me run sprints. We're winning. We're doing a lot of good things, right? But the minute you start to lose and start to be like, we're not that good anymore, maybe it's time to change some ways, you lose the team. So the Bill Belichick has lost his team. He lost his team when he didn't name an offensive coordinator. And then they're like, "Hey, Matt Patricia, you were a defensive coordinator for me a couple years ago. You failed as a head coach of the Detroit Lions. They all wanted you out. They all hated you. Hey, come over and call my offensive plays. You know what the hell you're doing." Now, some of the best defensive players do make the best offensive coordinators. But let's just be honest, Matt Patricia's not that good. So yes, Bill Belichick has officially lost that team. For checking out that man-hour clip. If you're interested in the next video, click the link right here. Of course, subscribe right here. And always join us Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. East Coast time, right here where you're watching this clip. And as always, Man Hour Nation, rise up.